All right, everyone, this video is for women only. Now, I know some men are probably going to click on it just to see what I'm talking about. But men can watch it too. It's not that big a deal. But in this video, I definitely want to talk to women, okay? Because women in home business are a force to be reckoned with. There's a couple facts and figures. I don't know. Some of you might know, some of you might not know. But do you know that 80% of all women that make over $100,000 a year do it through direct sales, which is home-based business network marketing? 80% of every woman that makes over 100 grand in the United States does it through direct sales. I mean, that's huge. Okay, that's a statistic. If I were a woman, I'd be throwing out all day, every day. But here's the thing. Women, too, seem to be more loyal. Not all of them. Trust me, I know that. But what I mean by loyal is sticking to a deal. Okay, I see some women that are in this group and they jump all over the place. Don't get me wrong. I've seen them do 5 or 10 deals in the last 3 or 4 months. But a lot of women, once they get involved in one good deal, they tend to stick in that deal and go through thick and thin. They stay very, very focused. And that's why a lot of them make so much money at the end. And actually a lot of women out-earn men because they're not bouncing around all over the place. They are very, very loyal when they get into an opportunity, okay, and they stick with that opportunity. They realize that it's a marathon and not a sprint, where a lot of people on the internet are all getting into their tracksuits and trying to sprint, and they're never getting anywhere. So that's another great thing about women. When you get them into the right deal and they're excited about it, whether they're the product or the services, a lot of these women, they stick to it and are very loyal, especially if you're working with them. Now, that being said, about 3 months ago, we started to offer all women leads, okay? And these leads convert like crazy, okay? Because, for example, we had a girl that was in the credit repair business. She ends up calling up one of the women, a woman off the leads list, and she was not only interested in working from home, but she was interested in fixing her credit too. And she's like, wow, double whammy, right? The girl was very, very excited. And so what we've done is we've broken down lists for all women. Now, originally when I did that, we had a lot of women coming in from a makeup deal, and that really had no use for men, okay? Because in that deal, 99% were women, so they didn't want to buy leads and they get 50% men, let's say, and 50% women, because it wouldn't make sense. They wanted just to talk to women about their makeup deal. So originally that's why we brought the women leads in. But now there's that one deal, that has women problems. Okay, that's another huge deal. A lot of the skincare deals and anti-aging deals attract women like crazy. A lot of the nutritional deals and weight loss deals attract women like crazy. Of course, we also have the weight loss leads that work really, really well. But my whole point to this video is, if there's a woman out there that's involved in a home-based business right now, you can literally take it as a launch pad and blow away every person in your company. I can almost guarantee it, okay? Like, if you were to really sit down and you work these women leads, and then you show these women how to get and work women leads, you will go from here to here in your company. I don't care how many top earners are in your company right now, okay? Because the thing about this deal is, it's a numbers game. I remember when no one knew who I was, and I remember when I hit a leaderboard for the first time. I think there was 5 rows, and I remember my name getting on the last row, the last person, and then all of a sudden I was up to the next row, and down here on the next row, and here to the next row, and here to here. Before I knew it, within about 2 to 3 weeks, I blew away every single person on that leaderboard, and there were some huge names. This is when I was just getting started, and these people to me were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much money these people made, and here my name was above them. I blew them away. And no one understood why I was able to blow away these leaders. How did I pass them? I worked leads like crazy. And I kept putting people in front of the business, and I kept following up with those people, and then I showed them kind of what I did, and my downline literally exploded because I had the secret. The secret is, it doesn't matter what your product is. A lot of you will talk about the best product on planet Earth. Great. You could go buy a Ferrari and put it in your driveway today, but if that Ferrari does not have gasoline, it will not go anywhere. Okay, it won't go anywhere. So, big deal, you got the Ferrari. What are you going to do with it if you can't get anywhere with it? Okay? Some of you join these deals and you think they're the best deals. Since sliced bread, you love the products and you talk about all the products and this and that. Remember, too, a lot of these people don't really care as much about the product because they're looking for opportunity. They can go buy a similar product in a lot of stores. If it was just their product they were seeking for, they can go to Amazon.com. They can go to Walgreens. They can go to Walmart. There's many places. And I know people say, Dave, no, our product is this. People don't care. Okay, I've been in the nutrition industry for over 10 years. People don't care. I understand what makes them click. Okay, so but if you show them the right opportunity and you show them that and you show it enough times, because it's a filtering process. Some will, some won't. So what? Very, very common statement in our industry. So that's what you're looking for. The some wills, the some won'ts, the so what's. Okay, but how are you going to get those? See, a lot of people, you'll start to bring people in, and they might sign up underneath you. And if you got a woman that signed up underneath you, but she's already been in maybe a couple deals, or she's afraid to talk to friends and family because maybe she's been there, done that. Maybe she doesn't want to talk to coworkers, and maybe she has no warm market. So literally, she comes in, and in 2 weeks, maybe she shows 2 or 3 people. Okay, because that's really, maybe she's scared to get out there. And so you didn't do her any favors. That woman that you signed up, you didn't do her any favors. And then she's out there struggling, and pretty soon she don't want to pay her auto ship, and she wants to quit because she's not seeing any activity. She's not making any money. Now, what happens if she spent $44 and got 50 leads? Okay? And in her first week in the business, you signed her up. And the very first week in the business, you gave her 50 women to show the business to. How much better off is that rep going to be? And how much more excited is she going to be when she already has 50 people to talk to her first week? Well, guess what? She's probably going to sign a few people up, get them excited, or at least get some people real interested, like the girl the other day gets excited. She's going to sign some up. Next week, she's going to buy more leads. She's going to continue to work more leads. She's going to teach her people where she got the leads. She's going to get them into the conversion pros, and they're going to get leads, and then they're going to have a pool of people to talk to. See, the problem is if you don't have a pool of people to talk to, they fail, they quit, they give up, period. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, no matter how good or how exciting the product is. Because they're going to talk all about how excited they are about the product for about 2 weeks until their auto ship hits and they get their credit card bill and they see that they haven't made any money. And then they're going to be like, oh, I'm out. Oh, what happened to that great product that you love so much? It was pricey and, I'm not making any money. So, and then next thing you know, they're on to the next thing. Okay? Dangerous. Okay? So if you want to hit the top of your leaderboard, ladies, okay, the best thing that most women have going for you is most women can be very loyal. And they understand it's a marathon, not a sprint. A lot of women will jump in a deal and they'll be there 2 or 3 years, even if they're not making a ton of money yet. They're just loyal like that. But the thing is I've taken women and taken them and gone from here to here. And I've always loved working with women. And don't get me wrong, why I like women. But I mean, what I like about women is they're very motivated. You don't really have to get that spark in them, okay? They understand. They want to go out there and make money. Most of them, again, are loyal to the business, I should say. And, again, all they're looking for is a roadmap. Well, you got the best roadmap on planet Earth. You got the hottest leads. You have women that are saying, I'm interested in a home-based business. Please show me one. Now, if you're not exposing the ladies in your business to these leads, you're making a huge mistake. Because how else are they getting leads? Talking to friends and coworkers? Trying to throw some stuff on Facebook and failing miserably at it? So what favor did you do them? If you're sitting back and wondering why you're not hitting the ranks in your company, or you maybe you're a good recruiter, okay? Maybe you had a decent list of women and you put a bunch of women in. The worst thing about that is sitting back and seeing that none of them have, or barely any of them have, and you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, I could go out there and put 10 or 20 people in. Why can't they? And you get so frustrated. Well, because they aren't you. And you got to remember too, you might be a very motivated gal, you might be great at speaking, you might be outgoing, this and that, but a lot of the people you're bringing in are not. Okay? So they're shy, they're not going to go out there and fill up rooms and, talk to people in the mall and do this kind of thing. But but they're more open-minded if you show them, hey, I got people that are already looking, because they already got one foot in the pool, so to speak, and all you got to do is push them in. And that's what we got. And so women, if you knew that 80% of women that make over $100,000 a year do it in direct sales, it is a huge market. You got women that are loyal and that are going to stick with you longer if you give them the proper ingredients. Why are they going to stick with you longer? They're going to stick with you longer if you show them what to do. See, most people, when they get involved, the biggest thing I ever hear from people is, Dave, I've been in and out of these businesses and I've failed all these times, and all I want to do is have success. And so what they're looking for is the ingredients on how to have success. See, the problem is, it's kind of like if you take a famous chef and you're trying to cook up a deal, like Gordon Ramsay has this beef Wellington on Hell's Kitchen. So if you're trying to cook that yourself and it comes out bad every time, and then all of a sudden Gordon Ramsay looks at your recipe and says, well, you're putting too much of this in, you got to take this out, I don't even use that ingredient, throw that out, this and that, then you can make the perfect beef Wellington, right? Because you have the exact ingredient. And if Gordon Ramsay gave you his actual recipe, you would be an idiot to change anything on it. One of the world's greatest chefs. Would you look at Gordon Ramsay's recipe and say, I don't know, I don't like that, I'm going to take that out? You'd be an idiot, okay? Because he makes the best stuff and he gave you the exact recipe to make a dish that's won awards. You'd be crazy. Well, we're giving you the recipe of what makes top money earners, okay? I've seen it over and over and over again. I've seen $1 million earners made by doing the method that I'm showing you right now. So whether you want to take it and listen to me and use the exact ingredients that I'm giving you here and teach your people the exact ingredients, sign them up, order leads, work those leads. When you sign somebody up, get them in, have them order leads, have them work those leads. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And not only are you going to see yourself hit ranks, because here's the other thing. A lot of these businesses that I know women are in, the way to hit ranks is sometimes it's not all about your personally sponsoring. Sometimes you have to hit a level, and then you have to have other people hit level and do certain volume requirements in order for you to go up the ladder. Well, how are you going to have people hit those volume requirements if they're not sponsoring anybody or not selling any products? Because they're too afraid to go out there. They're not. So by putting 50 people in front of them their first week, they could move some product, and they could sign some people up, and that will get you closer for you hitting the next rank, and then you teaching them how to hit ranks. But if you are just like signing people up, giving them a pat on the back and a good luck, oh, we got this great product, and you're not showing them how to sponsor people and how to have a pool of people to sponsor, you are making a massive, massive mistake, and you're going to sit there and you're doing it the slow way and not the fast way to make the big money in the industry. So women, we have exclusive women leads, real time, name, email, phone number, sold one time, sold right to you, of someone that is looking for a home-based business right now. I would think if you're a woman and you are working with other women, you would want those women to have a pool of people to talk to their very first week they sign up with you. And some of you are going to say this, well, Dave, they already spent $300, to join. I don't know if they're going to spend another $50 on TCP and $50 on the leads, whatever. Number one, they could join TCP the first week for free, okay, and order leads that week, okay? But number two, if they start signing people up, the money that they're going to make off signing people up pays for everything, okay? So you got to show them the return on investment. Yeah, you spend a little money. It's like when I buy a new car, the first thing I do when I buy a new car is I roll through and I get the windows tinted. Spend $300-400 getting the windows tinted. Well, I just bought a new car. I just put $5,000 or $10,000 down. Why am I going to go pay another $300? Because it looks good and I want it to look good. I don't mind spending a little bit more money, okay? Because it gets me what I want. You don't have to tell me, and anybody in business, okay? You don't have to tell them usually if this works. Because here's what you need to do. You need to paint the picture of what it looks like to be on top of the leaderboard. Oh, all these leaders in my company are going to Cancun on a free trip. Oh, you want to get there and you don't want to spend $50 to get some leads? Are you kidding me? Well, then enjoy laying out in the backyard in your lawn chair while we're laying on the beach in Cancun because you're too cheap to invest in yourself. Again, if you had a Ferrari and you didn't put gas in it, you're not going to go anywhere. And even worse, if you pulled up to a gas station in a Ferrari, you're not going to pull off the gas pump and put the cheap gas in, the 87. You're not going to put the cheap grade gas because that car you would break it. You wouldn't even run. So anybody that's trying to take these shortcuts, okay, although we sell the cheapest leads out there, you're not going to find these leads. I mean, these leads sell for $5 a piece online. You get them for 88 cents. So it's not like a price issue. But the fact is don't be cheap, okay? Help your people have success, and they're going to stick with you forever. You're going to be in a company long term. You're going to make a lot more money. They're going to make a lot more money, and everybody's happy. I love watching women have success because there's a lot of sharp women out there, but I also see a lot of women that join businesses and their people fail like crazy because they don't give them a roadmap, which is absolutely crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, that's why it works. I'll give you another example. Why do a lot of overweight women use Weight Watchers? Okay? Because they have a system that they can track. They have a system that they can count these little points, and at the end of the day, it works. Okay? they can hold them, somebody else is holding them accountable because they gave them a system to go get results. Okay? I'm not saying it works for everybody, but a lot of people don't stick to it, this and that. But again, just people, the way they're wired, they need direction. That's why so many people are good at jobs. The boss comes and tells you what to do. And people can say, okay, I can accomplish this task. But when you give people their own business, they're like this. They're like out in space because they don't know what to do. So as a good leader in your business, you need to say, if you're on my team, here's the first things you need to do if you want to have success with me. You need to order leads. And if you get someone balking and saying, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, then go work a job and have fun failing. Because that's what you're going to get. Here is the steps to success, period. You're not changing them. And if you're too lazy or too cheap, then you deserve to have what you've been having, which hasn't been working very well, has it? So the way that you are wired and the way you're thinking is making you fail month after month after month. If you want success, then you're doing it like this. Step A, bam, you join me. Step B, you're ordering 50 leads. Bam, we're going to work those 50 leads together. We're going to do this, and this, and that's it. That's the formula. You do not change the formula. If you want to change the formula, if you get somebody weak on your team that doesn't want to do this, then go on and sponsor somebody else that will and watch them fall off the map, because they're going to fall off the map and go join another deal and do the same thing over there and join another deal and do the same thing over there and continue to fail and fail and fail and fail because they don't want to do the formula that works, or they want to make up in their head what they think works when they failed at everything they ever did. Great job. Yeah, that really works real well. All right, everybody, have an exciting time. I hope the women enjoy this video, because this system with these leads will make more women superstars in these deals than anything out there. I guarantee it, and I'm more than happy to work with any one of them. Talk to you later.